would take the lead. Hashtag Freennamdikanu. Protest. Wave hits Abuja and paralyzes southeast states. Freennamdikanu protests. Wave hits Abuja, paralyzes southeast states. And then petrol tops Nigeria's imports with about 613.6 million liters in 1 year. Japan gets first ever woman prime minister. EFCC recovered 500 billion naira, secured 7,000 convictions under my watch. This is a statement credited to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said EFCC recovered 500 billion naira and secured 7,000 convictions under his watch. All right. To some more stories now on convention letter. PDP refutes Anyanwu's forgery claim. Demands probe. Now, with Atiku support, Obi will easily defeat Tinubu. This is according to Labour Party. With Atiku support, Obi will easily defeat Tinubu. This is a statement credited to the Labour Party. More stories now. Suspend Constitution Amendment. Seek referendum. Olani Bekun tells the National Assembly. ADC warns against political witch hunt in coup probe. Federal government moves to recover unremitted funds before April. And then 4 trillion naira debt. Gencos say no deal yet with federal government. Labour gives federal government 4 weeks to end varsity crisis. And then let me give you some more stories now, some more political stories. Cross River government signs 2 bills on education and land management. Oyo PDP leaders back Makinde despite ex-Senate Chief Whip's defection. INEC sets PVC collection mock accreditation ahead Anambra governorship poll. And then, let's go. Oyebanji's performance justifies his choice as APC consensus candidate, says Fayemi. INEC issues official notice for Anambra governorship election. That's what we see there. And then on defection, ADC slams APC, says ruling party desperate. And of course, from Daily Post, from Punch newspaper, I move quickly to Daily Post newspaper. ASU, or let me say strike, on strike now. ASU to hold strategic NEC meeting as action enters week 2. On strike, ASU to hold strategic NEC meeting as action enters week 2. Fuel price drop imminent as marketers resume loading at Dangote refinery. Fuel price drop imminent as marketers resume loading at Dangote refinery. We wouldn't have problem if police confronted security like protesters. This is Oregbu speaking. And then Abia government insists on Oti's loyalty to Labour Party, dismisses fresh APC defection rumor. Freennamdikanu protest. Police won't attack us if we were bandits, says Sowore. Abia government insists on Oti's loyalty to Labour Party, dismisses fresh APC defection rumor. 2026, Ekiti PDP ex-assembly candidate Niyi Adeogun others defect to the All Progressives Congress. No faction in Imo ADC. Party Southeast Vice Chairman Onachukwu is the one speaking. PDP crisis, it's a family affair, Governor Deleke says. And then, you're going back to your vomit. Edo PDP slams Oshiomhole constituency palliatives. You're going back to your vomit. Edo PDP slams Oshiomhole constituency palliatives. And then 2027, or your PDP leaders back Makinde despite defection. From Daily Post to Daily Trust, quickly everyone. Now there's a flashback there. IPOB-linked atrocities, killings in the southeast. There's a flashback actually. All right, you can grab a copy of Daily Thrust and get more stories there. All right, Nnamdikanu protest disrupts Abuja. Address Nigerians on alleged coup plot. ADC tells federal government. Address Nigerians. Huh? Address Nigerians on alleged coup plot. ADC tells federal government. And then Wike to build new auditorium for Abuja Law School. Madagascar president names civilian prime minister after takeover. Ex-local government chairman rally behind Sokoto senator amid party rift. ADC National Working Committee Cross River chapter clash over suspension of vice chair. Google to train Nigerian officials on AI applications. I have no plan to join APC, Governor Adeleke speaking. And then Tambuwal, Kwankwanso is an ally within progressive fold. On Tinubu now, Kwankwanso is an ally within a progressive fold. Okay, 2 more to go. Those peddling Christian genocide claims are after Nigeria's unity, according to Minister. You signed convention letters. PDP denies Anyau's forgery claims. Check your time now, everyone, 7:10 a.m. And of course, we're moving quickly to Vanguard newspaper. Nigeria's net domestic credit drops by 12.8% to about 98.97 trillion naira. NLC gives federal government 4 weeks to resolve education sector crisis. On Nnamdikanu, Abuja grounded as security men tear gas protesters. I watched the police spokesman saying that they had no option than to tear gas protesters. We'll look at all of these issues together. Don't worry, okay? Let's move to some of the headlines quickly. Alleged indecent videos. Kano court orders TikTokers to marry within 60 days. Alleged indecent videos. Kano court orders TikTokers to marry within 60 days. We're shielding no ally. EFCC recovered 500 billion naira in 2 years, according to Tinubu. Nnamdikanu, Abuja grounded as security men tear gas protesters. Army arrests 28 oil thieves, recovers 290,000 liters of stolen crude. Why Africa should not abandon 125 billion barrels oil reserves, according to PTI. And then, don't let hatred for Mutswang endanger Tinubu's 2027 bid, group tells APC boss. Don't let hatred for Mutswang, the governor of Plateau State, endanger Tinubu's 2027 bid. The group is telling APC boss. 2 die by hanging for killing Kano varsity lecturer. Federal government urged to introduce tax relief for organizations fighting poverty and hunger. 2 beheaded in renewed Cross River communal clash. 2 beheaded. 2. ADC suspends South Vice Chair over alleged constitutional breach. And on defection still, Makinde, Bala Muhammad, Fintiri, or the last men standing. All right, quickly, let's move to the Sun. Yeah, quite sunny with a couple of headlines this morning. Free Nnamdikanu now. Pro-anti-protesters ground Abuja. Don't use alleged coup plot to silence opposition, ADC tells federal government. Crack in ADC as coalition party suspends South Vice chairman. NLC gives federal government 4-week ultimatum to resolve varsity strike. ASU holds crucial NEC meeting today to discuss government offers. Let me give you some more. Let me give you some more stories. All right? Let me give you some more stories. Cross River 2027. Why non-indigens are supporting Governor Otu? Honorable Madwike is the one speaking. All right. Okay. Anambra now. Resist Abgas tricks to buy vote. ADC tells INEC voters. I'll take that again for you. I said to Anambra State, resist Abgas tricks to buy vote. ADC tells INEC voters. Anyanwu endorsed correspondence on national convention, says PDP. And finally here, Oshiomhole under criticism for sharing motorcycles and grinding machines, all this as empowerment. From the Sun newspaper, I touch on the last one before Rufai Hussaini will join us, all right? And that's the Nation newspaper. A big headline here says police to arraign 8 arrested Free Kanu protesters. 8 of them. Police to arraign 8 arrested Free Kanu protesters. Will deliver landslide victory for Soludo. Emulate women who rejected 5,000 naira bribe during 2021 poll. Emulate women who rejected 5K bribe during 2021 poll. Okay, more stories to come. Remain vigilant against election rigging is another headline there. Ukachiku pledges economic and agricultural transformation. On Nwosu now, criminalize vote buying. That's Nwosu speaking. Criminalize vote buying. Once you buy vote, it's criminal. You signed letter to INEC. PDP fires back at Anyanwu. And then finally, Constitution needs overhaul, not amendment, says Olanipekun. It says, our Constitution, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria needs overhaul. Totally. Not amendment. This is by Olanipekun. Yes. VOP 90.3 FM. Everyone, let me let you know that we're streaming on YouTube. Let's have a very robust conversation again this morning on YouTube. Get to the comment section and let's get your views, your thought, your opinion, your observation, and all of that. Okay, and then if you want to call in much later, let me just call out. Let me wheel out the phone lines. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. All right, that's a number to call. 0700 903 903 903. Then WhatsApp is 081 717 56338. If you want to reach me from outside the country, feel free to use the WhatsApp number. That is when I open the studio lines. For now, let's join Rufai Hussaini for his analysis this morning on some of the stories. Let's join him now.
Couple of stories making the rounds this morning. I mean, it's just so sad that despite all of our calls and words out there that there is nothing wrong with people exercising their right of protest, why will the police now go ahead to use tear gas and use other, materials to be able to impede a protest? In fact, in the process, we heard that they shot live bullets. So the question is shooting live bullet the solution to a protest? Why will you now shoot live bullets when you have a protest going on and people are protesting for a worthy cause? I mean, was it not just exactly what happened at NSAS many years ago? That the police, the military, they kept on saying that, oh, it was black bullets they shot, and we discovered that it was live bullets they shot, and people were hurt and people were killed. So why all of this high-handedness? Why all of this rigmarole? Why all of this level of pain, in the country? Why all of this level of like a defeatist mindset and mentality? So we wonder what is happening in Nigeria. We should never do this. We should never allow this just continue in such a way that people are being attacked for protesting and all of that, which is very, very sad. And we highly condemn what the police. And Senator Adams Oshiomhole is saying something very important. He's saying that spouses of politicians and everybody close to politicians should not be made to have jobs as commissioners in INEC. And that's very apt because we've been having cases like that of relatives of politicians having jobs around INEC. And Nigeria as a country, let's see, we'll not be able to purge ourselves off the Bukachua episode, where Bukachua did say a lot of senators had come to meet him to talk to his wife on their behalf. Although that matter was not pushed further, and we didn't get to the end of that matter, those senators were not named. But that also happened in INEC. You know, it is only in this country that INEC officials are so wealthy that they are building palatial homes in their villages. And you see, if a civil servant that work in INEC can build palatial homes in villages and get so wealthy, then what's the future of our elections and electionary process? So I think I support the point that Oshiomhole is making, and it's time for a lot of scrutiny. We must all look at these things effectively. As usual, speaking of the protest, we also saw the activities of the anti-Freennamdikanu protesters that came in buses. Obviously, you will know that those ones are a batch of arranged protesters. And if you notice a trend when it comes to protests in this country, at any time people are protesting about a worthy cause, then you will see people that are protesting anti that cause. Normally, they will come in buses, they will be mobilized, and if you do investigative journalism very well and wait till the end of the activity, you will see where they are sharing what is entailed. So the question is, how can we build a country when you see this I'm not saying people should not protest, or, you know, should not do anti-Nnamdi protest if they want to do anti-Nnamdi protest. But I'm saying when it's protest that is not induced with money, and you charter people in buses while you are oppressing the real protesters, while you are shooting live rounds around the real protesters and oppressing the real protesters, it just looks very sad for our democracy. Yes, everybody has a right of protest, but it just looks very sad for our democracy. And that's why we keep calling on the stakeholders that please remember, today you are in power, tomorrow you no longer be in power. People that are protesting that they should free Nnamdi Kanu, they have a right of protest. There are people that are also saying that they don't support that protest. They have a right of protest, but at least it should not be induced. When people are now arranged and they are going to get buses and they are packing them in buses and it looks induced, to a large extent, all of these things is just very sad. And please, we would like to tell them, which one is the journalist, the AFP journalist that are arrested now? Why would journalists be treated in a very bad way during the protest? I mean, journalists are all to be respected. And you cannot say journalists should come and cover protest, or journalists can't come and cover protest and you start to treat them in a bad way. Because I remember it was in the protest that they killed a young man that was attached to Channels TV, a journalist with Channels TV and the likes during the protest. Till today, that thing just happened like that. So who is going to protect us journalists during protests like this? When the police are there and they're arresting journalists after they've identified themselves. I also saw a video of how a journalist was harassed during the protests. We can't build a country this way. You can't build a country where there's no integrity, there's no honesty, there's no accountability. So these are the things we keep speaking about at every point in time. Like I was trying to say, that the police is now saying that live ammunition was not fired. And I wonder, why is it that we have a country where we keep deceiving ourselves? Anyway, the protesters will be able to bring the evidence of the live live ammunition that they claim was fired. But it was just like how the police told us during EndSARS that nobody died. And live bullets were not used during EndSARS. They even presented all sorts of evidence, but we found out that a lot of people died. All we just want is we just need to have sanity, and we keep calling on the political actors to do what is right. I am not saying, like I said, I agree with every method use Bandits. I don't support division. I don't support any form of you know some of the incendiary statements he made. But the truth has to be said. Are people not being marginalized? Are the Southeast not being marginalized? They are being marginalized. So if somebody came out talking about the marginalization and is preaching the what's it called, the message of secession because of marginalization, it is incumbent on government to be able to fix all of that area. So we need to be able to be firm with ourselves in this country because there's so much pervasive poverty. Look at the report that came out recently that shows that only 15% of households can actually afford a car in urban areas, and just 5%, that's as 2024 stats, and just 5% can afford a car in what's it called areas, in rural areas. And when you now go one step further, and just about 28% can afford a scooter or a motorcycle in the generality of the population. So it shows you that there's a massive level of poverty and there's a social disconnect among the people. Lots of crying, wailing, gnashing of teeth, and all of that. So we need to learn to call a spade and say it the way it is, and not call a spade a farm implement, because it's not going to take us anywhere. And we need to stand tall for this democracy, say it the way it has to be said. And some cheering news coming out of the correctional centers, because the minister did send me a message saying that they are increasingly doing a tour of the correctional center. There's going to do about 12 of them, and they are sharing some success stories about the correctional center, that people have gotten their PhD while in prison and the likes. And recently that they paid off, the pardon money for some prisoners and all of that. And in fact, I highlighted this and I made mention of this because I also support, that, because I've also been going to the prisons to be able to educate people and speak to them and inspire them and let them know that that's not the end of their lives, and that shouldn't be the end of their world. But in all of this, we just have to have conversations about how to make Nigeria a whole lot better, because if we don't do it, nothing happens. We keep going around in circles. We keep dilly-dallying. And the pain, the penury, the obscurity, the economic degradation can just only continue, and it's not going to occur well for all of us. And that's just it. So that's just a very sad one. The truth is, I think Soludo was speaking somewhere where he was talking about the fact that, yes, he doesn't favor secessionist agenda in the Southeast. That what he favors is integration with Nigeria. I mean, everybody wants that, but the truth has to be said. We can't also forget that there's been marginalization, in the Southeast. And in correcting all of this, we need to be able to call on the government to be accountable. Okay, take for instance, look at projects like rail and the likes and all of that. You see, if you do these things, it will start to include people. Look at how when the second Niger bridge was done, it started to include people. And that's why we also call on those that are perpetrating violence in the Southeast, things like sit at home. I keep saying you can't say you want to fight for a group of people and you are bringing about sit at home. Sit at home is inimical, is destroying progress of the Southeast and all of that, So we want a more robust region. We want a region that grows, but we also want a Nigerian government that caters to the needs of the Southeast and other regions. Because see, every region in this country have cried marginalization at some point. In fact, it was the North that first screamed Araba when things didn't go in their favor. So as long as every region keeps screaming that there's a level of marginalization, we can't move forward as a country. The question is, how do we ensure that we all come together to do well for Nigeria? We all want peace, development, growth. You see, all of us in this country, we all want the development of this country. But it should not be skewed towards a group of people. It should cut across all, so that we actually are able to build a country that will stand the test of time. And that's what we always call for at every point in time. And God will bless Nigeria. God will lift this country. But we also need to introspect as a people. And as a population, we also need to introspect. We also need to introspect for success and development.
All right.
So, please, everything has to be done properly. to make this country work. And if this country works, then definitely it will work for everybody.
Thank you, Rufai.
But the problem with these countries as we speak today is the politicians that are having the upper hand. They are the ones that are eating everything. It's only working for a few group of people. It's not working for others. And as long as that is the case, then it is a pain. It is a bore. It's a sad one.
All right.
So we should say things the way they are.
Thank you.
We should say things the way they are.
Thank you so much.
The military is saying that they had a dog with Boko Haram, that they did kill some Boko Haram members. That's a good one, but we increasingly want more to happen. We want more, crackdown on Boko Haram members to happen, and all of that.
Thank you, Rufai. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Prince Chilaka is here. Good morning to you. Let's talk.
Morning, Judy.
Top of the morning to you. Let's get to it. How would you describe what happened in Abuja yesterday? The protest, the tear gassing and all of that. How would you describe that? And of course, there was calm and silence in the southeast. How would you look at all of this that happened yesterday?
Well, I have always been of the opinion that, first of all, the so-called sit at home in the southeast was completely misplaced priority. Because I have always said, you're asking for, you're trying to do something that affects the government, and you think that holding the southeast down would affect the government. It will not. So for me, I would say it's good that they're taking the protest to Abuja, which is the seat of power. So it shows some form of seriousness. But as expected, a government that came to power in 2015 by protest and all manner of intimidation of Jonathan's administration and never got tear gassed or arrested is not willing to take that. So it is so shameful that we have a democracy that is tilting towards dictatorship. Yes, I feel so bad. I feel that, like I've always said, I expect a lot from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but honestly, now every day the man they fall my hand.
But people, a lot of persons yesterday felt, well, like you rightly said, they weren't supposed to tear gas the protesters. At least it's their civic responsibility to protest. But why coming out to want to tear gas and make it look like it's war? It was war yesterday. I saw Abuja yesterday. The entire Abuja was like something. I don't know.
You see, the thing is, this is where Nigerians keep saying that they don't understand the direction in terms of security of this government. It was easy for them to come out and tear gas protesters who were not. I mean, we all saw it. There was no form of fighting, no anger, nothing. But you will not go and do that to Boko Haram and co.
Okay.
You can't go and do that to all these terrorists. You see them come out and hold meetings with government officials. They are negotiating. You don't go there to tear gas them. So we just have a system where, we're using one hand to butter something, we're using another hand to scatter it to another end. That's what this government is doing. It's so shameful. I mean, I also remember yesterday there was another video that was trending of another set of people who were protesting, saying that they don't want Freennamdikanu to be released, but nobody tear gassed them. Nobody.
Really?
Yes, it was trending since yesterday night. So I keep asking, what
do we call that?
Mediocrity. That's just what it is. The overzealousness of the Nigerian police when it comes to protests, when it comes to dealing with the civilians, the ordinary Nigerians whose taxpayers' money is used to kit them, is alarming.
Protests against.
That is
counter protest. What do we call that? Really?
I don't understand. That has always been.
I don't understand.
That has always been ADC style. APC style. When you protest, they bring their own people to protest against you. It's their style. And unfortunately, we have a lot of Nigerians who are still not thinking out of the box.
The question is, who are those who protested against Freennamdikanu's release yesterday?
Well, they showed somebody's picture. And, funny enough, the group was also led by an Igbo guy. So it shows you that We keep talking of hunger, we keep talking about starvation, we keep talking about poverty, but there are people who do not believe in it. That 5 minutes of, gratification they get, they just believe that the world is moving around, the world is revolving around them. And then when the effigy of that 5 minutes disappears, you see them on social media begging for food. You see them on the streets begging for food. So it is so shameful that Nigerians are still not thinking out of the box. Nigerians are allowing politicians to play them like football. And for how long will this continue? We keep saying we want a country that works, a country that functions. But how will a country function when you have the political class inducing the people to do the wrong things? If government has been sincere, all over the world, protest is allowed. Protest is actually the only way the ordinary Nigerians can express themselves. But in Nigeria,
but this side of the world don't like it.
But in Nigeria, no, not this side. In Nigeria, we don't talk about the world. In Nigeria, you remember what happened when we had the protest against hunger and bad governance, where kids were arrested and charged for treason. This is the same APC government. In 2012, they were at Ojota. In 2013, they were all over the place protesting to the point that they were even carrying the coffin of former President Jonathan. But today they don't want you to protest. It's like the typical saying in Ebola that the man who cuts neck will never allow you to take a knife behind him. So you ask yourself, what manner of democracy? Let me even start by asking Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay.
What manner of democracy did you really fight for? If you tell Nigerians, you beat your chest and you say you fought against the military, you said you drove the military back into the barracks because there were, a lot of draconic laws they put in place. They did not allow the citizens to exercise their rights, and you're doing the same thing. What makes you different from the military? What makes you different from a dictator? When people cannot express themselves openly, publicly, then you are nothing but a dictator. In Agbada.
I recall Nnamdikanu was saying yesterday that the federal government should expect the mother of all protests. That this is not the end. What happened yesterday is like
smoke screen.
They are warming up, but that they should expect something bigger.
You see, the truth is this. I have also taken time to read through the various judgments of Nnamdikanu's case. And I say this to a lot of people. That case actually ended with the appeal court. Where was discharged and acquitted. That's where it ended. But because of the fact that the government of the day has, kidnapped the judiciary, they are remotely, they are the ones remotely remoting the judiciary. That's why they went to the Supreme Court. And we must tell ourselves the truth in this country. The judiciary is part of the bigger problem. Honestly speaking, the symbol of justice is supposed to be blind. But the symbol of justice in Nigeria, the eye open. You go look your face, say Nigeria be this. Make I give her a small judgment or make I not give her. True. This is a country where the president wakes up and grants clemency to drug barons, murderers, and all sorts of criminals. And we think it is all well. Let me be very honest with you. I've said it and I'll say it again. If I am in the shoes of Buba Marwa, I would have resigned.
Oh, really?
I would have resigned. Because the clemency granted to drug barons by Mr. President is a slap on those who run NDLEA. And that is what it is.
Okay.
So it's better I would just bowed out. Do you know Nigerians now? Do you know what it means? You lock me up, waiting up, they don't release me. I don't even get bad record to show that I go prison. This is a government that says it wants to fight corruption. by government officials. And you find somebody who was caught on camera collecting bribe and jailed, and you're granting the person clemency. So why is EFCC running around arresting Yahoo boys? Why? You arrest the small fish. Why the big fishes are playing, in the big boys league?
And there's this thing that, like you mentioned, arrest. I recall some persons have said, why was Aloy Ejimako arrested yesterday alongside Nnamdikanu's brother, but Sowore wasn't arrested? Is this perception, by Nigerians?
Judy, I've always tried so much not to drag issues towards ethnicity.
Okay.
And I do it on purpose. Because honestly, those of us who come to analyze this, we have a lot of people who look up to us. We have supporters. So we must be very careful the way we talk. But I can tell you this for free. I said it before that this protest is not about Nnamdikanu. This protest is about Sowore himself, trying to show that he can mobilize people for protest. Because if you are listening to him, calling out everybody, pointing finger, P2B does not want to support this. No, you are organizing a protest. Why are you dragging people into it? Why are you mentioning people's name? Let me tell you for free, if P2B had showed up here yesterday, they would have done everything humanly possible to arrest him.
Oh, really?
Yes. But like I keep saying, the problem we have in the Southeast is not the people, it's the kind of people that have been foisted on the people.
I think
as
Abubakar
leaders.
showed the solidarity.
It is those who call themselves leaders in the Southeast that is the problem of Southeast. The likes of the governor of Imo State, the likes of the former governor of Imo State, the likes of Charles Soludo, the likes of Umahi, who suddenly has become the mouthpiece of the Igbos. They are the problem of the Southeast. They have never stood their grounds. We keep talking about marginalization of the Southeast, but they have never stood their grounds to say, our people are being marginalized. And to say, how do we resolve this problem? No, they have never. It has always been about them and them alone, not about the people.
I also want us to touch on how, look at how this trend of how the police handle protesters in Nigeria. Let's look at
the policeman handles depends on who the president is, and depends on the body language of the president and the body language of the government of the day. We had a Jonathan in this country. The protests were organized. It wasn't just one, it wasn't just two. It was a jamboree. Was anybody arrested? Was anybody tear gassed? Was anybody shot? It means that things can actually work. It means that the right of the people can actually be respected.
I recall the words of Urebu, who said that we won't have problem if police confronted security like protesters in Nigeria.
But that's the truth. They should go. See, let me tell you, it's even an indictment on the IG of police.
How?
I'll tell you why. In the last 1 or 2 weeks, you've been seeing different meetings of bandits and terrorists in the north, with community leaders, with government officials. Why has the IGP not ordered these people to arrest anybody?
Okay.
Why? But once the people who are the real Nigerians who need protection from government come out to talk, they get arrested. Yet the same policemen tomorrow will be shouting that they are the ones buying uniform for themselves. They'll be shouting that they are not treated well, they are not paid well. But they never stand on the side of the people. The police are meant to protect protesters.
Would you blame the Nigerian police?
They are meant to protect the protesters. That is their duty.
Will you blame?
Yes, I will blame them.
police?
And it starts with the IG. I blame them because you have an IG who cannot speak truth to power. when you have somebody who's an OS member, oh yes sir, nothing works. And the most dangerous set of human beings are those who cannot speak out and challenge the status quo.
But people will tell you it is a Nigerian system. It is the system.
It is not the system. No, it is not the system. It is individuals. It is not the system. Let us stop saying the system. It's the individuals that run the system. It is Nigerians who shamelessly support inanities. They are the ones who run the system. So nobody should come and tell us, oh, it is the system. No, the system does not operate on its own. It is people who run the system that are running it wrongly. They are the ones who are not doing the right things they should do.
I also recall the words of Sowore. He said, police won't attack us if we were bandits. So they don't attack bandits.
They no get liver now.
No-go area.
They no get liver. And they tell you, they no get liver. Because those ones too are armed just like the police. Even at tear gas, police get them plenty. Now they are their power day. They should go up north. I'm not even asking them to enter the trenches or enter the bushes. No, I'm saying go and arrest them when they come out for meetings. Those local government chairmen, those government officials, don't they have police orderly? Are you telling me that they go to those meetings without their orderlies? Or you see the bandits armed to the teeth, come for the meeting, discuss and they go. And nobody arrests them. Nobody attacks them. But once it has to do with the ordinary citizens, and their police power, they exercise their muscle. The same way they harass Nigerians on roadblocks, that's the same way they harass Nigerians when it comes to protest.
8 people, including Aloy Jumako and a relative of Freennamdikanu, fine boy Kanu, were arrested, yesterday. But the big deal is that the police is saying that they will arraign all of them, They're set to police to arraign 8 arrested Free Kanu protesters.
Now, the thing is that the police must also understand that the court injunction they got did not stop the protest. It did not. Rather, I think the injunction gave areas they cannot come to. But it did not stop the protest.
Some persons have said the injunction wasn't served. The protesters, Sowore said it. It wasn't served. No one saw it.
If you.
But they keep saying, police keep saying where they.
Okay, let me bust your bubble. A few weeks back, a custom officer who owns a house somewhere in Amuwodofi had an issue with his tenant. He's the landlord, and he went to court, got an injunction. He went to institutionalize a court case, and the tenant was invited by the court. The landlord did not allow the tenant to know that he was supposed to come to court.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when the judgment for him to come to court was given, he was supposed to paste it at the gate. He got them to paste it. 2 minutes after the thing was pasted, he got his own security man to remove it so that the tenant will not see it. And it was assumed that, the guy didn't want to come to court. So the magistrate gave a verdict of eviction. When the magistrate found out that there was an error, he recalled the verdict. But the guy refused. What did he do? He went to police, got policemen, got touts, and threw away a woman that had 2 months baby out of the house. It happened here. So a lot of people do that. And that's why I said sometimes it's not about the institution, it's about those who run behind and in front of the institution.
Who are available to be used.
Exactly. So now tell me, will you now blame the court? Or you blame the man who is wicked, selfish and greedy, just like our politicians? Not be today police don't they hide court judgment now. Say in Nigeria they say person when first report now most times they win. Whether if you beat your wife you break her neck, you run go station, go say your wife attack you. Now you will carry case come, now they go listen to. We know how it goes.
First come, first serve.
Now we know, But for me, I think that it's high time we begin to have IGs of police who, when are given instruction, even by the president, they should be able to advise the president. They should be able to be very plain and honest to say, Mr. President, this thing you're asking us to do is not good for your own image.
You see, as part of tackling all of these issues bedeviling Nigeria, I recall the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Chief Wale Olanipekun, he has urged the National Assembly to suspend further amendments to the 1990s.
We do not need to amend that document, Jude. That document should be discarded. I've always been saying it. That's an obnoxious document. That document is Decree 24 imposed on Nigerians. You cannot tell me that you have chased the military back into the barracks and you're using the document to run the country. We all know that. Jonathan was close to giving us a brand new constitution. What happened to that document? Today you have a Democrat, a man who claims to be a Democrat in power. Why has he not revisited that document? You have a document you call your constitution that allows people to decamp from one party to another while holding the title they got from the other party, and you call it democracy? You call it the rule of law? It's complete madness. What we have going on in Nigeria today is nothing but madness. The crop of people we have today as leaders do not understand what patriotism is. And I'm sure the founding fathers of Nigeria will be rolling in their graves and asking themselves, where did we get it wrong?
You said what we did is a referendum. You agree?
I totally agree. I totally agree with him. And that has always been my position.
Overhaul everything, scatter it.
See, that has always been my position. A document that tilts towards one end, a document that gives more power to the... See, democracy is power to the people. The people. But you have a document that makes it difficult for you. You voted me into office, but you cannot recall me back. Because the process of recalling me back is something else. And you call that, and people are happy about it.
Did they recall people back here?
We are going into an election where you see sitting governors, former governors already telling you the number of votes they are going to capture. And I ask, does it mean that the Nigerian people no longer think? The Nigerian people no longer have a free will to vote?
I recall a state governor has told the president how many votes.
I mean, it's ridiculous. We all know how he became a governor. I'm even happy. You know, what's happening in Anambra is quite interesting. The governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo, has started shouting that people have written result. And I ask, who else can write result in this country, if not the present government? He has also told the line of Wike by threatening that anybody that writes result will not leave the state alive. So that shows you how bad our democracy has become. It has become, I must be in charge. I must win at all costs. No matter what happens, I must win. It's no longer about the will of the people. It's about the will of the politician. How much you're ready to wield, how much touts you're ready to put on the street. And that's where the big problem lies. When you subjugate the will of the people, you now have the will of the ruling class.
3 more stories to go before we get to open up the studio lines. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has recovered assets worth over 500 billion naira and secured more than 700 convictions in the past 2 years. This is according to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said, "We are shielding no ally at all." EFCC recovered 500 billion
Jude,
in 2 years.
Please, Mr. President, I'm speaking to you directly. Where is Yaya Bello? Where is Beta Edu? Let's start from those two. Where are they? Was it not last week you heard Yaya Bello calling the president a saint? Where is the man who scammed Nigerians 200 and something million Nigerians with, audio national aircraft. Where is he? So EFCC is bold enough to. I thought that the man who is the person heading the EFCC is a pastor, isn't he? And I remember he said that if he does not get Yaya Bello locked up, he will resign.
Yeah, he said so.
Why has he not resigned?
He said so.
Why has he not resigned? We saw the Maccabee dance that was going on. They were looking for Yaya Bello. What has happened about it?
And a current government was shielding him.
Nigeria has become a country where if you want to steal from government, you steal enough so that you can keep some for legal cases.
Oh, really?
But that is what it is. Because after all, Nigeria is a country where do the crime, talk to the bigger boys, get clemency. But that is what it is. We all know about the story of Ocho Zokalo. We know. So when you see people come out like that to talk, you ask yourself, are we insane in this country? Are we completely mad? We seem to have lost it as a people and as a nation. So EFCC, the thing is, I like the way Mr. President is preparing his slides for 2027. The last 2 weeks was GDP. Where it was, GDP. Now is EFCC. Please, EFCC, Nigerians want to know, those monies you recovered, who did you recover them from? And we have such amount of money, why is government going about borrowing?
500 billion.
So why is government borrowing? What? A simple question I ask now. So make government tell me why did they borrow up and down? Is it that the money EFCC recovered is is audio money? And who did they recover it from? Why do we shield those who commit crimes in this country?
All right. Let's two more to go. ADC has cautioned the federal government against using the reports of an alleged coup plot as a pretext to clamp down on opposition leaders or subject, dissenting voices to unlawful surveillances and all of that. No, they're saying address Nigerians on alleged coup plot. Did you tell Nigerians what is going on?
But the irony of it is, this is the first time in government that you find out that before the military will speak, the spokesman of the
president
will speak. He speaks for the president, he speaks for the military, he speaks for the judiciary. He has come out to tell you that there was no coup, but that the officers that have been, investigated are as a result of, misbehavior and all of that. It's just a normal military disciplinary action and all of that. But then the question is, the news is saying that there is an ex-governor, if you remember, from the south,
okay,
that has been, they look at with one funny eye, say, okay, which one, which levels, where you there and all of that. But the truth of it is that the government should come out openly and tell us.
And tell Nigerians,
yes,
right?
We deserve to know. We deserve to know. You see, the job of government is to hide information. The job of the media is to search for that information. And behind every rumor, there's an element of truth. So the onus to prove whether the rumor is true or that element is viable or not lies with the government. But the government has come out to say, well, there was no coup. But, people are insisting that there was. So who do you believe?
Who is hiding what?
Somebody is hiding the truth. The truth will not come out now. Maybe after 2030, 2032, 2035, one person will wake up from slumber and write a book because now for book only. Then they tell us. Then they try to tell us what they hide. I'm expecting the Yakub very soon to also write a book telling us the kind of
the glitch, right?
Yeah, I mean, yes, he's gonna do that.
And Nigerians will do what?
That's
what will happen?
We don't do anything. I said the person will do the juju will hold Nigerians down. I need to stop person. That person is strong man. You saw a video trending about your Senate president and the sister-in-law.
Okay.
And that video is like nothing has happened. Nothing happened. If you listen to that woman's video and you listen to the accusations of Natasha, bros, add one-on-one together. What do you get? What do you get? But your Senate president has come, the people working for him have come out to defend him. I was expecting that by now he would have dragged the sister-in-law like I passed my neighbor generator as they dragged Natasha. Yes, that's what I expected. I was expecting that by now that lady they call Professor Mbeke would have taken up the case as well. We just have a lot of things we have left unattended to in this country.
Finally, with Atiku's support, Obi will easily defeat Tinubu. This is Labour Party warming up. Let me break down. Let me give you a breakdown of the story. The Labour Party has reignited debate over opposition unity ahead of the 2027 general election, with a faction loyal to Peter Obi and Abia State Governor Alex Otti insisting that only a united front can unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, with Atiku's support, Obi will easily defeat Tinubu. 2 minutes.
Well, I'll do a little bit of history here.
Okay.
In 2011, 2012, 2013, leading up to the 2015 election, PDP was in power. And if you remember that time, I think one-time chairman of the party or secretary of the party had come out to say PDP will rule for 60 years. The only way anybody could have taken power or anybody took power from PDP was through what? Coalition.
Okay.
And as you know, then you had ACN, you had CPC, you had a faction of PDP and another faction of ABGA coming together to form what? The APC you have today. So the truth of the matter is that if anybody thinks they can take power from a Bola Ahmed Tinubu alone, it's not possible.
There must be
The only way you can take power from a Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the will of the people. And that will of the people will only come about when our political class, those who believe in the sovereignty of Nigeria, those who believe in the sovereignty of the people, come together and say, we think you can do it. Go ahead and we will support you. But let's be honest with ourselves. If you have a Bola Tinubu on the ballot, you have a P2B on the ballot, you have an Atiku on the ballot, a Bola Ahmed Tinubu will cruise home.
Will win.
He will win. He will win. I'll write it down.
So what you're saying is, if we want to, if this current government has to be
pushed out,
then
you need a
we
coalition.
should have the 2019 ticket.
We should have a proper strategic coalition.
This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I will get to open up the studio lines just right after this break. I will be right back. My name is Jude.
Customer, welcome. What do you want buy?
I want buy changeover. Cutout fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get that. See, I'm here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J cutout fuse and distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller, and solar panel.
But Oga,
don't worry, I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover cutout fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel, Star-J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover-wise pan foolish o. Slatter Star-J Indian product na number 1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy-duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slatter Star-J na you Pico.
Lagos, are you ready? The Niger Landlord Summit 2025 is here. Join us on Saturday, 1st November 2025 at the Golden Tulip Hotel, International Airport Road for the biggest gathering of real estate minds in Nigeria. Come and discover how to profit from the booming housing demand in Nigeria. Explore funding and investment opportunities that work. Gain insights and government housing policies shaping the market. Experience the latest prop tech innovations transforming property ownership. Network with top developers, investors, and policy makers all in one room. Don't miss this power-packed event. Registration is 50,000 naira only, with full access to sections, exhibitions, with premium networking and refreshment. How to register? Make payment to VOPFM account number 112-416-8488. Again, 112-416-8488. Zenith Bank. Send your proof of payment via WhatsApp to 0707 115 4297 0707 115 4297. The Niger Landlord Summit 2025. Profitability in real estate management, prospects and opportunities. Your gateway to wealth through real estate. Powered by VOP 90.3 FM.
You are listening to your number one station. The Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
0700 903 903 903 is the number you can call to be part of the conversation this morning on the show. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 0817175638. You move away from your radio set or tone down the volume so we can hear each other. 60 seconds for you. In fact, if you can do 30, I'll be happy. Okay? Mind what you say on a national radio. All right? Thank you so much. What's your name and where you calling from? Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Kamide.
Good morning to you.
My name is Shola, and I'm calling from Epeda this morning.
Okay.
Lagos.
All right.
See, the incident of yesterday, the protest, the police, tear gas the protesters that were demanding for release of Freennamdikanu. But there was another group of protesters that were demanding that he should not be released, and those ones were left untouched. You can see this signal from this president. We have a dictator, in the making, and I'm telling people that this is another forbidden that we like to us. Then for that issue of the coup plot or whatever, my gut feeling, my instinct tells me that if you don't know this government, then you just be played up and not. This government is a government of lies and propaganda. They are testing the ground.
Oh.
You understand? They are testing the ground. There's nothing wrong, but they're just trying to disabuse the mind of those that are planning. They want to suppress everybody. Nigeria is in our hands. I can't believe that it's in our hands.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, good morning here.
Morning, Judy.
Good morning.
My name is Robert.
Welcome.
Priscilla Kamonisa. Judy, you asked a pertinent question. I don't want our priest to overlook that question. The question you asked was that Sowore organized a protest, and let's assume he ran away because of bullet and tear gas and the rest, okay? Those people, the lawyer of Freennamdikanu was arrested and his brother at the ground, the venue of that protest. And Sowore later went to the same police station that those people were kept, and he was not arrested. I don't understand this kind of something. At least, if at all a protest is organized against the government of Nigeria, is it not the person that organized the protest that's supposed to be the primary suspect? If I thought they are looking for anybody to arrest, why should Sowore go to the police station and he was left alone? I am not satisfied with this. What is happening in this protest at all? I don't understand.
Okay.
I'm confused. Please, somebody should explain to me.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for calling. Hello, good morning here. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. Yeah, talk to us. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, Judy.
Yes.
Hello.
I can hear you. Let's go.
Hello.
Go.
Hello, can you do this?
Good morning to you.
Good morning, God bless you. This is Akinwa from Ipimu.
All right, let's go.
You see, nothing this government called APC is taking 2012 when they talk about children there. In that day, now they say this APC coming up to rule Nigeria. That day, Nigeria will start.
Okay.
So, see this is who they talk. That I believe they're talking like two. They want to use it to discriminate Nigerians. They want to use it to oppress Nigerians, poor Nigerians, which is suffering the street. So what I'm trying to say is this: let Nigeria, please, and pleading Nigeria, all the whole poor Nigerians, they don't get their PVC ready before 2027. They send election card. If the country, because if it's not country, people cannot win Lagos, people cannot win Lagos State, and they win. People cannot win local government.
All right.
So election is the country. There are some election where they don't take count. That's my own contribution this morning. God bless you. Can you do that?
Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. I appreciate you. Let's take this other call. Hello, good morning here. What's your name and where you calling from? Good morning.
Morning.
Learn to move away from your radio set before you call, please. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I can hear you. Talk to us. All right. Hello, good morning here.
Hello, my boy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Innocent. I'm calling from Mamu of the Free State. Good morning.
Okay.
Please, I still Labour have speak well about what they say as Obi and the Atiku. They speak only is the other way around. If you Obi can support Atiku, surely 2027 will be a better place for Nigeria. And but I know Labour tried to put it in confusion so that Obi and Atiku will start dragging it. So it will favor one person. So it will favor where they are going, which is APC. But what I'm trying to also say is this governor of Anambra who speak what he speak in Channel television according to what he speak. Nobody is criticizing him. Why? Is it because of where he's coming from or what? Because this man still doesn't believe on what Biafra whatever. And he's wearing the head of the person that he started this Biafra of a team, Ojukwu cloth. That is what he's wearing, Abuga cloth. And that Abuga, this man, a co-governor, is the number one of Anambra State. He has not come one day and condemn Ojukwu that whatever he has done in Biafra time is wrong. Right. That whatever killed 3.something million Igbos is wrong. He's still wearing his red. And now he's now using it to campaign.
Thank you.
Meaning that he's using our life to doing kalo. And that is very, very bad. People should speak against that man for what he said.
Thank you.
We don't need to speak against him. The Anambra people should do the right thing.
All right. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Kamijide.
Let's go quickly.
Good morning, my guest, the guest in the studio.
Let's go.
Morning.
My name is Daniel. I'm calling from Alaba.
All right.
Let me let all Nigerians to know that what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for every average of Nigeria. Not only Igbos is defending. Someone has said that our constitution need to be overhauled. We need it. That's what the young man is saying. Let the constitution serve for community of humanity. Tell us that yes, this constitution is for the people, by the people, for the people. Let it be a constitution that will serve everybody, serve the same judgment, and bring fairness and equity and justice.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Good morning here. What's your name and where you calling from?
Judas, good morning.
Good morning. You will move away from your radio set before you call, okay? That's what it is. The number is still 0700 903 903 903. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Coming to the TV, Bandits is talking. People say that the man is just saying politics. No,
He's very saying the fact. Look at what happened during this protest now. Mr. Harrison wants people that not to come out, especially the Igbos. Okay, look at the targets. Look at people they arrested. This is injustice. Injustice is getting out of hand. It's getting too much. May God bless you.
Bless you too. Thank you so much for calling. All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Dr. I'm calling from Bandits.
Okay.
After yesterday's protest, a lot of things have come up, like number one, the rule of law. It's as if some people are not subject to the rule of law.
Okay.
They will talk about the judiciary too. On Saturday or thereabout Sunday, there was a court judgment for and against. I don't know if the court work on Sunday. Then the press too was attacked. So the question of independent press too to be questioned. I didn't not allowed to report what is going on.
All right.
And lastly, I think if anybody is going on strike, they should seek for the solidarity and the monitoring of UN. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. It is wrong to assert the coalition won the election of 2015. If Jonathan were Tinubu, the INEC officials would have received the beating of their lives. What election of 2027 are you expecting? Leaving the proxy treating rashes, live from Yesi Otai saying that one.
Well, it simply shows you that people don't have trust in this government, in APC at all, because they believe that APC is brutish. Grab it, snatch it, and run.
All right. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello. This man, you go check your mouthpiece. I think I earpiece. All right. Hello. Good morning. Here.
Good morning, today.
Good morning.
My name is Obin calling from Edu.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Get you back.
All your analysis this morning, very fantastic.
Thank you.
But what I want to say, men looking at it, take your inner eye and look at what Nigerian government is doing. Is it how democracy is just look like? The whole world are watching at us. They are even laughing at us. We are not doing anything like democracy. I normally get annoyed when I hear we are in democracy, rule of law. All those things is nonsense. We are all adults. We know what is going on. We are not in democracy. All these things. And what I want to say again, let those people anti-protest of don't release Freennamdikanu. Let them know that they are ritualists. Ritual is not when you slaughter somebody. Ritual is when somebody works for you and you did not pay him, you are a ritualist. You just collect a peanut to take. Yes.
All right.
Ritualist is not when you slaughter somebody.
Thank you.
If somebody serves you, you did not settle you. You are a ritualist. You use that word for ritualist.
Thank you.
You collect a peanut and they go and protest an innocent blood against somebody that will not be released. They are ritualists. Let them mark it on their.
Thank you. They won't. Thank you. Good morning to you here.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
My name is Broshika Obodo.
Let's go.
From Oshodi.
All right.
Please, I want to let us know that a chameleon is always a chameleon. It must surely show its color. A rattlesnake is a rattlesnake. See what happened at the protest yesterday. Owoshere is free, but they arrested Nnamdikanu's lawyer. My brothers, let us know something from this. Barrister Darlington was always saying this, that Igbos should be careful. We should be careful of these people. It's us that are targeting. Let us tread with caution. Ekami Judia, God bless you.
God bless you too for calling. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is not I'm calling from anybody.
All right.
Please, I just want to ask you one question. All these defectors, all these governors that defected, what is going to happen to their seat? Are they going to lose it? Are they going to lose it? I don't know.
Well, lose what? Lose what? But leave that matter. Chilaka, what do you think? You think they will?
It's not in Nigeria. He doesn't understand what we have been talking
Where's
about.
this one for Port Harcourt? Where for Rivers don't lose anything.
But did you notice what happened in Port Harcourt over the weekend? There's a Che, local government chairman, is not behaving like Wiki.
I don't want to say anything, please. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, it's all right. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
God bless you. I'm calling you from Ijagamo. Mr. Fine on the line.
All right.
Yeah. The what I want to say is that our president can never allow any rule of law that will remove him, that will make him not to complete these 8 years or to be a monarch in the seat. He will not assign it, and he will not allow you to come because he's a master planner, he's a master strategist. So, and he love power to dare. So anything that will make him to lose this 2027, you people are joking. I'm telling you honestly. So look at it now. Whatever that he's doing now is preparing ground, shaking everywhere, putting fear in every people's mind, so that you will know that I'm not joking. That's what he's telling everybody. So it's only God that will help us.
Thank you.
Because we will try and do our own effort and then allow the rest for the Almighty God to do His own.
Thank you. Good morning here.
Good day.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Blood.
Okay. All right.
You see, I heard yesterday that even Nnamdi Kalu's junior brother is also arrested, and Jimako, Kalu's lawyer. So I think now that we have to know what is the real fact. That is arrangement to still keeping Kalu in detention. But let them know that if that man died, it costs a lot of problem. Let them have it in the back of their mind. But I'm still urging Nigerians, they should wake up. Apart from intimidations, they should know that this is our country. And we cannot continue to leave it in the hands of APC to rotten. The laws, they are not doing it. Everybody knows what they are doing. They are not there for the nation. They are there for themselves. Waking up every day and deciding. Let Nigeria, this electoral law, let it be nationwide. Let the world hear our voice.
Okay.
Let us be focused. All this one they say is a master strategy. Please, Tinubu is not the owner of Nigeria. He is one of our leaders that he can rule and go, but he cannot be there to destroy the nation. Because when the constitution is there to be followed, why can't them follow the constitution and show a good example? So if the example they are giving us is not what Nigeria can take, please let Nigerians rise up nationwide and say capital no to all this thing now. I don't know, the masses we are in the larger proportion that even we face them. They cannot say they don't see people. Let us wake up and rescue our nation. This is our country. Or can we continue to suffer our children? Can we continue to make their life unbearable because of these two politicians? Please, let us wake up. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Now, before we continue, there's a very quick information, for everyone this morning. All right. There's a very quick information for everyone. Just hold on, okay? Very, very quick and a big information this morning for you. Courtesy VOP 90.3 FM. All right. Now, get the information quickly right now. All right. You need this. Coach Sam is going to talk to us about it quickly. Good morning to you, Coach Sam.
Yeah, good morning. I'm so excited to be here this morning. All right, Julex, I really love what you guys are doing on VOP, and I want to say these guys. Now, understand clearly, like I've often said, that one of the things you need to get ahead in life is information. All right, so VOP is putting up something super amazing. For young professionals, business owners, maybe possibly first-time investors in real estate. Now, you need to understand that I usually say this to people that real estate investment is one investment that, if well managed, it becomes transgenerational. Okay? And one of the things you need to understand is that with the right information, the right network of people, you can actually create wealth within the real estate, as it were. So guess what, guys? We are putting up a training, all right? We call it, one of the things we said, it's the Niger Landlord Summit 2025.
Of course.
All right, the Niger Landlord Summit 2025.
Yeah.
Guys, this is going to be a big deal. Now, guess what? It's happening on Saturday, the 1st of November. All right, 2025. I'm super excited about this. Now, listen, if you're the type that you've ever intend to make money from the real estate, as it were, or maybe you own a piece of land, or you probably own a property, and you've been thinking, how can I convert this to a wealth stream? Then this summit is for you.
Of course.
Guess what?
Yeah.
You don't need to miss this. Now, we're giving this upfront information just so that you can lock up your seat.
Quickly.
Trust me, guys, a lot of people have already indicated interest to be at the summit. And if you're hearing me this morning, this is an opportunity for you. All right, this is an opportunity for you to also lock up your seat. Now, what are the things you'll be expecting to at this summit? We're going to be giving you an expositive section on real estate investment. You know, exploring funding and mortgage options, understanding government housing policies. All right, and of course, you're going to meet with networks, or you're going to meet with people, developers, and bank investors. So this is one summit you have to do all you can to be at the summit. Guess what, guys? It's happening here. Well, I'm super excited about this, guys. Now, for you to be a part of this, all right, this is going to happen at Golden Tulip Hotel. Golden Tulip Hotel. That is where the summit is taking place. And like I said to us, it's happening on the 1st of November. 1st of November is on a Saturday. However, like I said, we have limited space. Now, for you to be a part of this, it is expected that you make your one-time payment. All right, one-time payment of 50,000 naira.
Exactly.
50,000 naira one-time payment. All right, to the VOP FM account number. Now, I'm going to call out the account number. I expect that you get yourself a pen and a paper to get this down. Now, listen to me, guys. It's an opportunity you can't afford to miss. Understand this clearly. You might not make millions between that 1st of November event to December. But one thing I can guarantee you for a fact is that you will get information that will prepare you for 2026 and beyond. Now, the smart ones are already preparing. The first quarter of 2026 is already prepared for. They plan for it. They plan ahead for it. So what you need to be able to position yourself is equipping yourself with the right information, the right network of people. And that is what this summit will expose you to. So you have to make a one-time payment of 50,000 naira to this bank account. It's a Zenith Bank account as a VOP FM account number. Yes, exactly. All right, VOP FM account number, and the account number is 122 416 8488. Let me call out the account number one more time. It's a Zenith Bank account number. It's a VOP FM account number. It's a Zenith Bank account number, and the account number is 122 416 8488. That is Zenith Bank account number. Is a VOP. Now, after your payment, just send your proof of payment to this phone number. All right, send your proof of payment to this phone number 070 711 54297. Let me read the number one more time. Just send your proof of payment via WhatsApp to 0707 115 4297. Now, if you do that, your seat will be reserved for you. Now, let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. This is an opportunity you can't afford to miss. It doesn't matter what 2025 might have looked like for you. You are into real estate, you are a rector, you've been trying to sell a plot of land, you've been trying to sell houses, and you keep wondering, how are others cashing out? Why are others making it so big? Now, let me tell you why. The reason why others are cashing out and you have not cashed out yet is because they have the right knowledge and they have the right network,
Yes.
and they have the right information.
You know, good thing is I am part of this. Ikami Jude will be there
live and direct. So, all right, it's an in-house organization, guys. Trust me, and they are putting up this just to equip you in preparation for the years to come. Trust me, guys. You know, every wealthy man, if you've ever had the privilege of listening or following up wealthy men in any entrepreneur, all right, one of the things that we always say is that there was always a catch-up moment.
Of course,
there was always one information that they got, and that was the turning point for them. This could be your turning point, ladies and gentlemen. So if you listen to me now, 50,000 naira, sometimes we spend more than that in a week on things we can't even account for.
Of course.
But this is what is going to give you access to quality network of people within your circumference of your business, and this is just a one-time payment. Right. So we're saying to you, make this payment to the VOPFM account number. All right, the VOPFM account, and I'm going to call out the account number one more time, and that is a Zenith Bank account number, and that is 122
416 8488.
Let me call it out one more time. It's a VOPFM account number, and the account number is 122
416 8488,
and it's a Zenith Bank account. Now, and after your payment, just send your proof of payment so that we can reserve your seat. Now, understand this: the 50,000 naira covers for solid refreshment, giving you access to right information, giving you access to the right network of people, giving you access to the bank investors. I mean, all that you need is it's an encompassment of all in one. If you truly want to turn your life around within the real estate sector, as it were. Now, send your proof of payment to the phone number via WhatsApp. Just send your proof of payment via WhatsApp to this phone number: 0707 115 4297. Now, let me call out the number one more time. After your payment, just send your proof of payment to 0707 115 4297.
So I think we'll talk about this by 10:30 when we return.
That's the problem.
Yes, let's do that again. Everyone, just key into it and you thank us later. It's courtesy VOP 90.3 FM. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. I'll see you later. Good morning to you.
Lagos, are you ready? The Niger Landlord Summit 2025